James over there that was duly elected, he wouldn't play ball with us. So, as we do, we play both sides against each other. The CIA trained both the rebels and a false flag force that was represented as Assad people. Hillary Clinton...
Hold on, that's an important point. We know that the CIA trained the so-called rebels to bring down Assad because McCain accidentally leaked that today, even though it's been leaked before. You're now alleging on this national show that the CIA set up a fake group. What's the name of that group?
They were represented as Assad's people.
Okay, so they set up a fake Syrian army, allegedly under the direction of Assad, and they did what? They gassed their own people?
If you remember a few months ago when the media reported that Assad was gassing the rebels,
yes,
he did an independent study on the gas. The gas that was used was not the same kind of gas that Assad had in his arsenal. It was gas that was being transported through Libya and through Turkey to these rebels because they wanted to stage an attack against the rebels that would enrage everybody. So the U.S. shipped gas over there, had them fighting the rebels, and the rebels fighting the false force, and framing Assad.
Okay, I got it. So let's bring it up to today. Is Assad as bad as ISIS, worse, or is he actually not as bad as we think?
Ask that again, please.
Is Assad, who is being made into the Hitler of our time by Obama, is he as bad as ISIS or worse than ISIS? Which side should we be on?
He's not as bad as our government and our media is making him out to be, but he wouldn't play ball with us, and so we're framing him just like we framed all the rest. When we took out Noriega in Panama, I mean, you go through the whole history, and these are dictators and things that the U.S. has put into place, and when they start stepping out of line, then we have to go ahead and remove them. And so Assad was duly elected. He won a majority vote. But then all the meddling that the U.S. has done over there has so discredited him that the whole world's turning against him. And Russia knows it better, which is why they're over there now defending him. But one of the points I want to make is when Chris Stevens found out about these weapons of mass destruction, the gas that was being smuggled in there, and the CIA's involvement, he threatened to expose it. And he was...
Wait, you're saying that the ambassador to Libya in Benghazi, who was found beaten to death by a mob, you're saying they unleashed the mob on him because he was going to expose the United States' double dealing in all of this?
Yep. And Chris Stevens and his assistant, I'm in my car, I don't have my notes, John Smith, I think it was, were the only two in the consulate that were killed. And then the CIA outpost that was a few blocks away, they blocked any aid coming to the consulate. Chris Stevens and his aide were locked in a quote-unquote safe room by one of the consulate employees where they were well, one of them died, one of them was unconscious from smoke inhalation. And then the two SEALs that were trying to defend the CIA outpost that were killed, they were killed because the CIA was not supposed to be taking action. They were supposed to be lying down and let Chris Stevens be taken out.
Do you think that any of this is in Hillary's emails?
If they can find all the emails, they will. But, you know, Jason Chaffetz and Mike Lee are neighbors of mine in Utah. When Jason was on the first committee investigating Benghazi, I told him about this. He started investigating Hillary, and he and his family were threatened to stop the investigation or they would pay for it.
What are you threatening?
All these people.
All right, so for the average listener out there, I'm following every beat of your heart. Where does that leave us with regard to the average person that's watching this go on? Is Russia our natural ally in the fight against radical Islam? I think so.
I think that's a very strong possibility.
No, but we know that's not the end game of Putin. I mean, you're a man who knows the inside of all of Putin. Putin's an ex-KGB
another Arab over the infidels, they'll choose the other Arab.
So you're actually stating that after the Iranians come into Syria, they're liable to join with with ISIS and attack the Russians?
I don't know if they would go that far at this point, because Putin has built up such an incredible military while we've been diminishing ours. You know, Obama is anti-Christian, anti-Semitic, anti-Israel, anti-free market, anti-Constitution. Nothing he has done is to build up for the betterment of America. While he's been deteriorating our military, Putin has been building his up at light speed. You know, there's a reason that all the BRICS countries have denounced the U.S. dollar as reserve currency. China no longer recognizes it as reserve currency. Neither is Russia, neither is Australia, neither is India, neither is most of the world powers. And so as we lose our standing as a reserve currency, there's going to be huge economic repercussions.
Well, look, Bert, everything you have said is not news to me with regard to the currency, with regard to Obama. I know what he wants to do. You know it, I know it, every intelligent human being knows what he is. How does he get away with it?
I have no idea. I know he's a puppet. I know there's much bigger forces that are pulling his strings. I don't know if they're so deeply connected that they can defend him, but he has committed several acts of treason. I don't understand why the FBI isn't going in there, the Department of Justice, and arresting him and pulling him out of the White House. He has made a joke of the Constitution. He's made a joke of America. He's weakened our position. He's alienated all our allies. He's sucking up to the Cubans and to Iran. I mean, how blind is the American public that they cannot see that he is selling us down the river, and if we don't do an about-face damn quick.
Well, Bert, I can see why you're a regular listener to my program, but you're preaching not to the choir, but to the preacher of the choir. You're preaching to the preacher of the choir. I can only say you've elucidated the dollar connection, the gold standard and all that. That's something new, but the truth is, the gas thing is something new, that the fake army that you say the CIA set up to make it look bad for us, make Assad look bad. I didn't know about that, although I've heard hints of that on various and sundry websites. I'm going to send you something I know you're going to want to read. It's called Government Zero, a lot of which you will think is baby talk, but some of which you may not think is baby talk. You've really done your homework, Bert. Are there any concluding observations you'd like to leave us with?
I want the world to know that Chris Stevens was assassinated by U.S. trained forces, and Hillary and the CIA were behind it.
Well, I wish you luck in your hiding place somewhere deep in the heartland of America. You must lead a very proscribed life, I would think.
I am sick and tired of this, and it may get me killed, but I am not going to stand for it anymore.
Wow.
Start exposing these
Well,
people.
Bert, I'll tell you what, I would send you a book, but I'm not going to have you give out your email address or anything. I don't think you're going to want to do it. I thank you very much for calling the program. That leads us to a new time on the Savage Nation, obviously, which is 45 minutes after the hour. We're still waiting to find out the religious orientation of the shooter in Oregon, because allegedly, or not allegedly, there are reports from eyewitnesses that after shooting a teacher in the head, attention liberals, attention multicultural fools, he told the students to state their religion, and then he started killing them. Leads you to ask what his religion is, doesn't it? I'll be right back.
Join the Savage Nation. Call now, 855-400-SAVAGE, 855-400-7282. Savage.
Hey, our Savage Nation is sponsored by SwissAmerica.com, the only company I trust for wealth insurance, gold and silver. Call 800-BUICOIN. You know, I live on nuts during my show, and I know good nuts from bad nuts. I have found this incredible website that I have to tell you about, and once I tell you the name, you'll find it hard to forget. Nuts.com. They have the best tasting, most nutritious nuts on the planet. Right now, customers get 4 free samples. Did you hear me? 4 free samples. Choose from over 50 options. That's a $15 value just by going to nuts.com and entering my code SAVAGE. Nuts.com has more than just nuts. There are 3,000 healthy snacks, dried fruits, sweet treats, chocolate-covered nuts, every flavor of gummy bear, monkey munch, cooking, baking goods, almond flour, chia seeds, spices, grains, any powder you want to throw in your smoothie, sugar and gluten-free items, coffees, teas, 39 different kinds of coffee, and over 170 flavors, anything you want. Remember, right now, new customers get 4 free samples. That's a $15 value when you go to nuts.com and enter SAVAGE. That's nuts.com and enter SAVAGE.
Local 5 Weather delivers Central Iowa's most accurate forecast on 98.3 The Torch.
Our great fall weather continues tonight. Clear and cool, low of 43. On Friday, mostly sunny with a high of 65. I'm Local 5 Chief Meteorologist Brad Edwards.
98.3 The Torch. Traffic.
Still accident-free conditions in the metro this afternoon. Interstate and main rail travel still in great shape out there for your Thursday afternoon commute. And that's a look at traffic.
Wake up, Des Moines and surrounding areas. Time is running out. Kia of Des Moines must sell 57 new Kias by the end of this week. So right now, you can save up to $6,000 on a brand new 2015 Kia Optima Hybrid Sedan. You heard right, $6,000 in savings. Backed by Kia's amazing 10-year, 100,000-mile limited warranty. Worried about credit? Forget it. With a job at $199, our banks want to say you're approved. You can even apply online at KiaDM.com. Plus, Kia of Des Moines wants your trade, regardless of year, make, or model. Even if you owe thousands more than it's worth. In fact, he'll give you $4,000 minimum for your trade-in. So run, don't walk to Kia of Des Moines and save up to $6,000 on a brand new Kia this week only at Kia of Des Moines on the Merle Hay Auto Mile, 515-270-0706 or KiaDM.com. Negative equity may be applied to new loan. All sales plus tax, title, doc, and dealer fee. All Kia may rebates to dealer. Offers don't combine. Expires end of month.
Are you paying too much for term life insurance? There's a tremendous price war among the major term life companies. Rates have dropped dramatically in the past few years. For example, a man age 45 non-tobacco user, $1 million of coverage, $75 per month level rate for the next 10 years. Or a man age 50 non-tobacco can obtain $500,000 of coverage for a monthly premium of only $110 per month, guaranteed not to change for the next 20 years. That's right. Level rate guaranteed not to change for the next 20 years. If you're a smoker, we have great rates available for you as well. At Termbusters, we specialize in policies of $500,000 and above. If you're looking for new or replacement term life insurance, call today for a quote at 1-800-569-5440. That's 1-800-569-5440. You're probably paying more than you should. Call Termbusters, 1-800-569-5440, or visit our website at termbusters.net. Remember, 1-800-569-5440. Rates and availability may vary by state. Sample rate quotes based on preferred non-tobacco underwriting. Exam required to qualify.
I'm in almost every school bus in class. I go to school with your children. We say the Pledge of Allegiance together. You sing here on the neighborhood, and you tell me that I'm a pretty good kid. Well, I'm one out of every 5 children in America, and I'm struggling with hunger. This problem is closer than you think. My teacher tells me we can grow up to be whatever we want. I want to grow up to be someone who doesn't go to their purpose. There's enough food in this country to feed everybody. Please visit feedingamerica.org today and find your local food bank for those to help. Every dollar you donate helps provide 8 meals for kids like me, quietly struggling with hunger. Together, we are Feeding America, brought to you by Feeding America and the Ad Council.
Previously on Mark Levin.
And they knew it was a bad deal because the Islamo-Nazis in Tehran were leaking details of it. They made this deal possible. And the only way to reverse this, quite frankly, is not even being discussed on the floor of the Senate, and I brought it up last week. And that is for the Senate to reverse course under the Republicans and treat it as a treaty.
What will make him angry today? Listen at 5 to find out. Mark Levin on 98.3 The Torch.
Arthritis pain, and I don't like those patches either. I found something that works. Australian Dream Arthritis Pain Relief Cream. It's real medicine that has no odor, and it works. And listen to this. For Australian Dream has an empty jar guarantee. You use the whole jar, you're not happy, get your money back. But I doubt you'll send it back. This stuff really works. Get guaranteed arthritis relief. Find Australian Dream in the little red box at Walmart or wherever you shop.
Breaking news. Trump's poll numbers are falling, and Carly and Carson are rising fast. But who can really win and beat Hillary? Newsmax TV looks at the latest numbers with Mike Reagan, John Zocchi, Dick Morris, and Pat Buchanan. See them on Newsmax TV starting at 7 p.m. Eastern. Already America's fastest-growing conservative channel. See Newsmax TV on DirecTV 349, Dish 223, Fios 115, or get the free Newsmax TV app from your smartphone store. And watch us now.
Listen to the entire show of The Morning Drive with Robert Reese, or just listen to the interviews by listening to the podcast on our website, 983thetorch.com.
The enemy within. The enemy within. The enemy within. There is no president anymore. Where is he? Russia is bombing in Syria 2 days in a row, and this clown has nothing to say except gun control talking points about the shooting in Oregon. And speaking about the shooting in Oregon, everyone listens to the show heard the story. The shooter shot the teacher in the head, and then he asked all the students, told them to get on the ground, and then he said, state your religion, and he started executing them. 20 injured, at least 20 injured, 7 to 10 dead, all because it's a gun-free zone. All because of the nanny state that runs this campus. You know and I know in the Northwest, there are guys who know how to use guns, and women who know how to use guns. If they were carrying a weapon in their pocket, they wouldn't have died like sheeple on the floor. No, the opposite is true. Not a gun-free zone. You need the right to carry. That's what you need. At least you'd have a shooting chance whether you're in a church, a synagogue, or a schoolroom. Right now, you're a sitting duck for any jihadi or lunatic who wants to mow you down like a piece of grass. End of story. Land of the free in the home of the brave. Whatever happened to that? Yeah, land of the free in the home of the brave. I changed that one a long time ago. The land of the freak is what it's become. The land of the freak and the home of the brave. Like donkeys. KSFO, Daniel, fire away. You're on the Savage Nation. What's your topic?
Yeah, along that line, every time we have one of these shootings, and one of Obama's goals is to disarm America, the American public. The only thing, since World War II, the only thing that has frightened any foreign nation about invading us is we have an armed population. And every
That is correct. That's 1,000% right. And by the way, the same president, the lying thief coward, who has nothing to say about the embarrassment of Putin bombing in Syria, is going to give a speech any minute about the college shooting. Isn't that interesting and convenient, Daniel?
Exactly. And he jumped on it. He wants to do.
There you go. There he is, the invisible man, the thin man, comes out from behind the curtain, and he's going to talk about the Oregon shooting and say nothing about his embarrassment in Syria. How he got that all wrong. Now, if he got that all wrong, what does he know about the Oregon shooting that we don't know? Isn't it convenient? I'm not saying, or should I say just saying. Let's use modern parlance. Just saying. Isn't it convenient that there was a shooting the day after the thin man was exposed for who he is with the Russian bombing? Just saying. Not getting into conspiracy theory that whoever did the shooting was sort of a, let's say, a cyborg controlled by someone in a back room and released to do the shooting so that the thin one can come out and give a speech against guns. Just saying. Not saying. Just saying. Not saying. Just saying. Not saying. Not saying. Just saying. KSFO, Harry, go ahead. You've got 30 seconds. Fire away.
Michael, I think it's seriously getting a bum rap for a long time. I mean, it's a dirty shirt. It's at least 30 shirts and a half. You have to remember, you know, under the son of this and his sons doesn't die. The Syrians were, Christians were safe in Syria. They had all these ethnic groups living there. It was like a food salad. They had Yazidis, food.
I know that. The Jews were safe, and yet the Jewish community has this one wrong again. Again, like stooges, they're up there for Obama, bombing Assad, getting him out of the way. Again, the Jewish community is run by morons. I understand that Assad is a dirty shirt, but the best of the bunch in the laundry car. I understand that ethnic minorities like Christians and Jews are protected by Assad. Does that explain why Obama wants him gone? Thank you. Just saying. That kind of explains why Obama wants him gone. Because he did protect the Christians and Jews. Just saying. Yeah, well, you get the picture, don't you? I'm sure we'll find out who the shooter was eventually once they burn the, well, the FBI went in. We'll find out who the shooter was. Much of it was found that he stole the Solyndra money and he runs the ambulance companies. I guarantee they'll do plastic surgery on him before we even find out. It's the savage nation. I'd say be here and be nowhere, but I can't.
Biggest names in health to bring you America's biggest health fair, the 4 healthiest hours in America. Visit your local Walmart on Saturday, October 10th from 12 to 4 p.m. and get free blood glucose and blood pressure screening. Sponsored by Tylenol and Metamucil, plus stop by the Health Insurance Planning Center for answers to all your questions about how to choose the right solutions for your family. You'll even get a free gift bag while supplies last. This is one event you don't want to miss. See more at walmart.com/healthcare. Cold Fall for You sale is going on now, and you can take an extra 15% off through Saturday. Go to Colt.com to download your savings pack. Then use it on top of already great savings, like 30 to 50% off the LC Lauren Conrad collection. Save on denim for her, and save 30 to 40% on handbags and fall fashion accessories. Plus, everyone gets $10 Colt cash for every $50 spent. Right now through Saturday at Colt. Flex styles, some exclusions apply. See store at Colt.com for details.
Hey, Robert Reese here for Renter's Warehouse, the Des Moines real estate expert and professional landlord. Did you know that the rental market is booming and rental prices have soared to an all-time record high? The market's so hot that Renter's Warehouse is renting homes on an average time of just 2 weeks or less. So if you're considering a move, don't sell. Rent out your home instead with a professional landlord at Renter's Warehouse. Pay no upfront fees. There's no binding contract, and you can cancel at any time. They'll advertise your property for free. Find your high-quality tenants and even warranty them for up to 9 months. Meaning, if your renters don't work out for any reason, they'll replace them for free. And for just $80 a month, they'll manage your property 24/7. Meaning no late-night phone calls to fix a leaky toilet. Get a free home rental price analysis at renterswarehouse.com or call 515-528-4429. Their pros will crunch some numbers and personally visit your home to perfectly price your property. Renter's Warehouse, the professional landlord.
98.3 That's Torch. Common Sense Radio. KWQW. Boom, Des Moines. The station. 98.3 The Torch News starts now.
Special report, college campus shooting.
There was a couple girls running, like sprinting away from the building, and then I heard screaming after that first gunshot.
Shocked, stunned, just some of the words to describe the campus community after gunmen opened fire today at Umpqua Community College in Oregon. CNN reports at least 10 people were killed. Correspondent Deborah Fayrick says the shooter had an online conversation about what he had planned.
He talks about his plans for committing some sort of an act. Some people are giving him guidance, how to do it, how the type of weapon to use. There are some that just seem to be encouraging him, others saying, don't do it. Student Courtney Moore tells the Roseburg News Review that the gunman entered her classroom and told people to get on the ground. She says he then started asking people to stand up and state their religion and then open fire. In the end, the gunman dead, his motive still a mystery. I'm Barbara Cusack. Hurricane Joaquin strengthened today to an extremely dangerous storm as it lashes the Bahamas.
Category 4 storm right over the central Bahamas. Most of the resort islands are to the west of this, but still devastating for the islands there. Winds of 130 miles per hour. That's sustained wind.
Israel's Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu addressed the United Nations today where he blasted the Iran nuclear deal. Netanyahu says the billions of dollars that will flow to Iran through the deal that lifts sanctions will help it arm proxies in the region.
This deal doesn't make peace more likely. By fueling Iran's aggressions with billions of dollars in sanctions relief, it makes war more likely.
Leslie Merritt, the man charged in some of the Phoenix area freeway shootings, pleaded not guilty at his arraignment today. His lawyers are urging the public not to rush to judgment. They say the state police investigation does not place their client at the shooting scene. I'm Barbara Cusack.
101.3 The Torch. Local news updates.
I'm Sarah Beckman. The countdown has started. The Riverfront YMCA will come down on Sunday a little after 7 in the morning. The contractor in charge of imploding the more than half-century-old building says it'll only take about 8 seconds for it to come down. People can watch from City Hall. After getting endorsed by local ag businessman Bruce Rassetter earlier this week, GOP presidential candidate Chris Christie is also getting support from Republican leaders around the state, many of them county chairs for Governor Branstad's campaign last year. Christie will be back in the state later this month. In more caucus news, Republican Ben Carson is back in town today and tomorrow. He'll attend a private fundraiser for Representative Rob Taylor tonight in West Des Moines before heading out to several events tomorrow morning in the metro. Carson hasn't been in Iowa in over a month. Expect to see more pork in the grocery store. USDA's Shale Shagum says the breeding herds are growing in Iowa and elsewhere.